Hey everyone, it's Zach with Palantir Research. Palantir is getting dragged through the mud again on Twitter, but it's actually funny if you understand what is happening, and it's really a nothing burger, as well as Dan Ives continuing his media campaign on his views upcoming for 2024. Now looking at the news, Dan Ives released a new report on December 19, and Jackson covered it fully on his channel, so check out that video, but I screenshotted this portion here that he covers, and it really gives the full perspective of the present Palantir and where it's going. So for me and many others and who watch these videos, this is not new information per se, but putting this out to the public, you need to remember people are looking at dozens if not hundreds of companies, and getting these summaries from someone like a Palantir is useful. And the key highlights are to point for me that first, Palantir's artificial intelligence platform, or AIP, is able to be implemented across all sizes of organizations as well as industries and their ontology, which brings actual meaning to data, making their AIP platform valuable. And then with this ontology, the speed that Palantir can bring up to, of course, for the AI solutions for organizations, but alongside users who are working with these models to create them better operating workflows, is actually the most valuable part as well. And then partnerships too, both in commercial and government sectors. They keep doing these great big partnerships here with people who are able to actually make change and use cases in their own companies as well as across the industry. And then the most important, I'd say, is the commercial growth, and that's starting at least with the success of AIP bootcamps, which has brought down the pilot phase of the interested companies from 2 to 3 months down to only a few days here where they get real use cases. And they reference the numbers, of course, that have been coming slowly as we learn about bootcamp progress. So nothing new here for us who've been following closely, but a nice concise paragraph for those who want to get up to speed on present day Palantir. Now with this, Dan Ives also did another interview here with CGTN, same as well in regards to his macro views with tech leading the bull market in 2024, and a soft landing from the Fed, and mentions of Palantir. So Dan Ives continues to give his perspective through all the news outlets. Really, in my own opinion, the Fed getting slightly dovish, with even the mentioning of rate cuts is something I wasn't expecting throughout the year, and can be the big narrative, of course, for all of 2024. So next, I'm sure you've scrolled through at least one point here seeing Twitter, and probably started with the protests outside with the HQ against Palantir, but the Good Law Project seems to be piggybacking off this, and they made it so plainly obvious and painfully. So you'll see this article on Google and Twitter saying Tories and Palantir paid a PR firm to attack them. Now, they of course say they have leaked emails implicating them, essentially saying Palantir wants a hit campaign against Good Law Project, but need to be kept quiet. So looking at the quoted areas, now Good Law has to add in their own sprinkle of context, but won't even quote it exactly here besides fee expectations. So that's just the two words, fee expectations. And then keep the brand confidential and not tag Palantir. So in any email that you're working with a PR firm, this is not actually unexpected for these words to come up here. And it's just funny that they took these very specific parts here to quote from the email that they've of course supposedly have. Now the other part that they're trying to implicate Palantir is that first, so this is a longer quote, they are a not-for-profit campaign organization and have been extremely critical of the contract being awarded to Palantir. They're spreading fear that as a result of this contract being awarded, private patient data across the United Kingdom may be at risk. So this quote actually doesn't say anything. This doesn't indicate any wrongdoing either. It's a description of them probably and other organizations, which is probably accurate that they're spreading fear. So I don't understand this fake outrage on Twitter unless they're a mix of bots or folks not reading here and using their noggins. But essentially, this is Good Law's business model as well, so you need to understand this. They need to fearmonger, and if you just scroll through their different news here, you'll see that. And especially on something like the trending protest, so this is a good opportunity for them. So remember to send them a donation. Please don't do that, actually, unless you really support a few quotes here that literally shows nothing. But this is on their webpage, and don't expect people to read more than the headline, and if they do, they'll just see Foxglove's context with the nothing burger quotes that come with a misguided conclusion. But you can't underestimate the power of the Dunning-Kruger effect as well. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.